Is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay, so Stefan, just give us a quick kind of like overview of where you're at with things, what you've done so far, how you've found the effectiveness of that has been.
So far I've done research, not enough of it because I need to do more. And I've done a few test shots at home. They're not really gone well, so
Why haven't they gone well?
Because I didn't really plan to do them. I was kind of just bored, and I was like, I'll just do some college work, and I did test shots. It's not my WordPress or anything. It's on my phone.
What is your WordPress link? Do you remember?
Not at the top of my head now. I can send it if you want.
I feel like it's just first name, last name.
Probably.
Media?
I don't know.
Don't worry, carry on talking whilst I figure it out.
I do find it's quite interesting, to be fair. I like it. This is definitely my favourite part of the course so far, because I actually get to do my own thing. So
I feel like you've been better since you started FMP. Behaviour-wise, concentration-wise. I feel like you've been loads better.
have I?
Yeah.
You're not getting as distracted as much.
Yeah, because I find the topic interesting.
That's what I mean.
And you're much more...
Laura was praising you then, Stefan.
Yeah, I was praising you. It wasn't a bad thing.
I know.
You've been much more pleasant since the start of this FMP, and I feel like when we give you stuff that you need to go and work on, or ideas, you actually take them on board and you will go and look at it. Whereas in the past, sometimes it's taken 2 or 3 times, and have you looked at this and you're like, oh no, I've forgotten. And I don't think anything you were doing was malicious. I think it was more just that you didn't find it interesting.
Yeah.
But it isn't always going to be FMP.
Yeah. I know.
That's a quarter of the year.
Yeah.
So I know we're sort of on FMP now, and that's what. But moving into sort of next year, we need to be sort of thinking about what we can do to.
Things get bigger next year.
In what way?
The kind of projects that you're doing and stuff. It's not going to be these short, sharp things. It's going to be stuff that you need to really get your teeth into and kind of certainly for film, it gets bigger. So you'll start with an advert or a trailer or whatever, and then you'll move on to something else, and then we finish with kind of the big thing, which is the short film. So, and that's working with other people and stuff. So it's we start. You've done little bits of loads of stuff this time, but now it's about being really focused into this is what I've got to produce now, and things like that. All right.
Yeah.
Right. So you've done some research into what have you researched exactly?
I've done the actual research about muscle regeneration. So I've done the start of it. So tearing, repairing, faster ways to repair it, what slows it down, and I've just started researching into the actual documentaries and into the food bits. So what foods you need to eat, how much sleep you need to get, all that type of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Just basically everything surrounding muscle regeneration.
Right. You're doing regeneration of muscle and stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
Muscle fibres, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we had a conversation about getting some people at the gym. Is that right? Did we have that conversation? Or was that someone else?
Getting people at the gym?
Yeah,
As part of your video.
interviews and stuff. With them, or footage.
Was that
Yeah, I'm getting footage of my gym, but
Yeah.
I'm not having anyone else in it.
No,
It might be
it
Lily,
was that bit. It might have been what?
Lily.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's doing gym stuff as well, yeah.
Okay, so you're getting B-roll at the gym and stuff to put in the video. It's educational, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think your WordPress is really good. It's loads better than it has been in the past.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is, so there's some videos that you've picked out, like the TED Talk ones, and you've said what it is, and you've said if you like it or not, because it's eye-catching. You've said there's one which is the best edited and animated documentary, but I would like you to start thinking about how they might have done that. What programs they might have used, or have they captured the footage themselves? Is it stock footage?
Yeah.
If it's like a TED Talk, they usually do those at conferences, like big auditorium sort of thing. That isn't something we can do, but think about the audio, or if they've got any visual behind them. So thinking about programs, thinking about cameras, shot types, all that sort of stuff. I've not looked at any of them. I'm going based off like the title screen, but I think that is a good place to start. Even here with this TED one, you know, it's like the muscles. How have they created that text, and is that something that you could do? And if you're not sure, you need to find out how they've done it.
Yeah, I could do, yeah.
Yeah, because you're gonna, if yours is a documentary and it's like an educational thing, it was gonna rely a lot on typography and text, and images that you've maybe sourced and images that you've taken, and you need to figure out how it's all gonna link together. It's not as simple as like a short film where it's like a narrative and it's all about how it looks and how it's captured in the camera angles and the shot types. For you, it's much more, is what you're showing relevant to what you're saying, and is it useful for the viewer, because it's factual. It's a little bit different.
And engaging.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch shots like every 10 seconds, just to keep it.
But don't be confined by that. If a shot goes on for longer and it's something, as long as, if you've got like an establishing shot of like a gym, don't keep that on for longer than like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But if it is someone doing something, like a move at the, I don't know much about the gym, but if they're picking something up or doing weights or anything like that, that can go on for a bit longer because there's something happening in that shot. You think about like any sort of David Attenborough's or any documentaries, there'll be shots where they go on for like 30 seconds to a minute, but there's something happening in it.
Yeah.
You know, there's like an animal changing colour or doing something wacky. That's the reason that it's on for so long. So don't sort of every 10 seconds be like switch if there's something interesting that's going to come up.
It's more about how you're going to keep the audience engaged. So while you've got that shot on, what could be happening? You know, could you, well, I suppose you couldn't really at the minute, but you could freeze frame, for example, when someone's lifting, and you could talk about what's happening in the muscles and highlight them.
I have made videos of that before. I know how to do it.
So there's things like that.
It would just take ages.
It would take ages, yeah. But
is it going to take like 6 weeks ages?
No. It usually takes them like an hour or two to do like each like freeze thingy. Yeah. Depends how much detail I want in it.
Don't forget, Premiere updates all the time.
Yeah.
And there's new stuff that they bring in. I mean, they've done content filler now, so you can get rid of stuff which they haven't done before up until this latest update.
On Photoshop, you can replace the sky. Like the actual sky. Like you get a picture of like outside of college and you just click a button and it changes it to nighttime.
Yeah. That makes it a lot more convenient.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is the same thing on Premiere and After Effects and stuff. There's stuff coming out all the time that is designed to make our lives easier.
Yeah.
The example that they used was someone had got the boom mic in the shot, so they just used they used the pen tool just to mark it out, and then press delete.
And it went. Goodbye.
No more boom mic. You know, so it's stuff like
help,
that.
yeah.
You know, have a look at if there's ways that you can do things a little bit easier, but make it a little bit more kind of funky and maybe what you want it to be.
Yeah.
So,
we're not looking for a really long documentary. If you submitted a really good minute of like a bite size, here's a little bit of information about the regeneration of muscle fibres, and it's a minute long and it's designed for like TikTok or something, and that was really good, we would much prefer that over a bit of a rubbish 30-minute boring documentary.
Yeah.
If all you can do is a really fantastic 30 seconds to a minute, that is good enough for us, as long as it is really good. Yeah, we've had students before, like thinking of grades and stuff. Maxim last year, he got a distinction. His video was like 25 minutes or something, but someone could have got the same grade off 30 seconds or a couple of images. It's all about the process that you're going into, and you need to treat your WordPress like a diary. So every time you do something, quick screenshot, put it on, this is what I've done today. Almost try and get into a habit of doing it. Like on a Friday, for example, when you've got that 3 hours with me, at 4 o'clock, maybe just say, right, I'm just going to spend 20 minutes now writing on my WordPress, what have I done today? Because if I asked you on the Monday, you'd probably have forgotten, because I would have done.
Yeah.
Try and get into that good habit of reflecting on what you've done in a day. You know, today you've been in since P2. At the end of the day, just write a little bit, what have I done today? And what do I need to do next? It'll help you stay on track a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything that we can do to help you?
Not really. I know exactly what I'm doing, I just don't know how to word it most of the times.
Do you mean writing it on your WordPress, or do you mean just telling us?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
You've explained yourself really well today.
I think you have.
I'm trying to. Do I need to make like a custom thumbnail for it or something? Because it's
For your
going on
video?
YouTube or whatever.
You can do if you want to.
Yeah. But it depends what your platform is. Is it going to go on YouTube?
Yeah.
Is it going to go on TikTok or Facebook? Is it going to be
Well,
across quite a few?
It depends how long the video's gonna be. I'm planning on making anywhere from like a minute to 3 or 4 minutes
Okay.
long video, but not
But
sure.
that's something, when we've got your actual video done, that's something we can then look at, is making
Yeah.
thumbnails and like platforms where people can view it.
Have you looked at social media and things, and whether they have restrictions on length of video and stuff like that? Because it might be worth you adding a little bit of a string to your research boat by doing that. If that's what if that's what you're wanting to focus on, the social media kind of stuff, look at Facebook, look at Insta, look at Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube even, because each of them are different when it comes to the length of the video that they can have on, what topics and stuff like that. You know, YouTube's quite free and easy, isn't it?
But they've even got YouTube Shorts now.
Mm.
And there's one that's like basically like TikTok where you can scroll and it's like 20 seconds from different creators, because people want stuff that is like impactful and that they can watch like whilst they're drying their hair or whilst they're, you know, having the breakfast or something, where they've got like a quick 3 minutes. I've been watching the Vice documentary shorts in the morning. I watch the full documentary if I'm like doing something like a bit of work, but if I just want a quick like 3 to 4 minute quick snappy bit of facts, then I'll just watch a Vice short. They do it on the BBC as well. You're working in a generation, you're the generation as well, where people don't want to wait around for anything. It's like instant gratification. That's why Netflix is so popular, like TikTok is so popular, because back when I was younger I had to watch an advert in between, like Emmerdale on telly, and I had to wait until 7 o'clock to watch it because I couldn't watch it anywhere else. But we're in that instant gratification, so how's your outcome going to appease people who are in your target audience who want something there and then?
Have you heard of Team RH Fitness?
Nope.
No. Okay. Have a look at him. He's very, very out there on social media, but he does the same sort of thing because he's trying to, obviously he's doing this weight loss thing and stuff like that, and he basically tells the facts, tells people straight, slags Weight Watchers and stuff off because it doesn't work. It's not about that. It's about your calorie intake and being in a calorie deficit and stuff. Poo-poos a lot of those kinds of things, but he does it in a funny but really engaging way. So if you can find some of him, and he's funny.
What's he on? TikTok?
He's on
he's on YouTube. I keep seeing him on YouTube.
All right.
He mainly though does Facebook, and I think he has got a free page where he sticks these videos on. It's just some of the ones where he's just pointing out dead on facts. This is why Weight Watchers won't work, and then he just, honestly, they're really good, really engaging videos, but he gets the point across and he's getting the message across and he's educating people at the same time. So that might be a good one to look at because it's kind of related in a way to what you're doing. It's about fitness and stuff like that. So, and he's doing it on social media.
Yeah.
And he started it, and now they're rich beyond the wildest dream.
Which most people are on social media.
So, but he's funny as well. You'll find it funny, some of the things he says.
I think you've got enough to be getting on with there. We won't try and give you any more until you've done that. But try and get into that routine of making sure you're reflecting.
Yeah. Upload this to your WordPress, and then you can play it back at any point, you know, and listen to what we've said. And
What do you mean upload it? How am I meant to upload the audio clip?
yeah, you'll have to put it into Premiere and just put a title across it, just saying 6-week review or whatever, and then export it as a video because WordPress won't let you put audio files on without paying.
Okay.
But then you've got it then, and you can listen back to it and you can think, right, okay, they said this, have I done this? And it'll help you move forward. Right, Stefan, that's it. Harness enough.
Hopefully my phone's actually still recording.
It was.
You know what you are?
Look, she was here, look.
No, not laughing at you, laughing at her. Because she made like a TikTok face.
I don't even know what they're.
Hello, Patrick.
Bam, bam. Hello. I know what they are.